never slow up, no I don't take shit, I got no...
And Dinesh running away with it. It was Singapore, unfortunately, who had that big accident, but it's
these three showing that they've got a little bit extra. Of course, Veda he came through the pack and caught the overtaking on the previous laps, and they're now taking a riding lesson from the man in...
Isn't our live timing screens, rider okay?
Well, you can breathe a sigh of relief from that because you just put them, but he's been at the front, he's been unable to break away. Maybe he's going to try again. Front.
Yeah, his Veda Pratama track day tuition with his first.
So it was pretty spectacular and good to see him get away from that.
Lucas Brown has crashed as well, someone else down in the background. Well, this is a replay into turn one. Pratama looking very, very neat indeed. I mean, school first students, Hakim Dinesh and Brian Ariarte apparently.
Yeah, but of course,
who, dearie me.
And I was speaking to, Danny Revolta riding.
What I was saying earlier, Peter, about him doing the Junior World Championship this year. He came here.
They're following him through there, and that's fair enough, but they don't really get to see what the 16-year-old coach, and he said, I'm just worried that the guys are too excited. They all just, they're not tense enough. And
he really did spectacularly well in Rookies Cup. This was the only series he was racing in Europe.
Indonesian did to pass them.
No.
That was the trick bit, not going through there in fifth. Lucas Brown was one of those. He said he just wants to do it. He's talking about passing everybody at the first corner.
Last year. Whereas now, with Junior GP as well, as Pratama and Ariarte go very wide indeed. Go!
Virtually flat out, but actually getting up the inside of them. How did he manage that?
Yeah, quite.
And he's come unglued for him.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, I mean, our timing screen's not quite... Goodness me! Boys! That was not necessary. Good grace.
Yeah.
Well, it's all changed as well for Pratama this year because he's joined the Junior Moto 3 World Champion. Keeping up. There was someone else who went down and things like that, but I couldn't quite pinpoint who it was before they disappeared on our... Gracious me.
If you're going to exceed track limits, exceed track limits.
You might as well do a bunny hop with it as well, Brian. Shit with the junior talent team. He's living over in Barcelona, Spain at the moment. I think timing screens, but as they come around the final corner then, for the first time, it was Sullivan Mounsey who went down hard.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I mean, with the extra experience here in Europe, living over here, understanding the culture, he's even going to an international school there as well. I saw him and a couple of others coming out of school on his Instagram school. Dear, what a shame for Sully.
So that's two British riders out if their timing screens are right. Then.
Yeah, certainly not, because that does impact their performance on track as well, Peter, doesn't it? How strong is Veda Pratama going to be the other week? So he's doing the full rounds, about 15 race weekends for him this year. Day for Royal Britannia, unfortunately, but there we go.
But Veda Pratama up into third.
Going to be all season long. I think Indonesia and Malaysia, mind you, with Hakim Dinesh in his third year, can be very aligned with the Junior GP. That'll do him a world of good.
And Brian Ariarte has seen the fact that base, he came off, he was way down 15th to third.
Very excited indeed about their future prospects.
Absolutely, these guys are the class act, aren't they? And Veda is splitting here. We're not even half distance yet. We're just coming up to half distance, and Veda has split. He's taken about... What about that?
Goodness
in one
me.
lap.
Absolutely quality. What a lad he is. So Veda Pratama finished up.
It's Brian Ariarte, the local hero, who's the one who looks most rattled at the moment, has witnessed that at a 10 bike length lead, and Brian doesn't want to see him. He says, there's the usual.
Last year in the championship, 8th place in the series. He didn't quite come away.
That bit of grass cutting that he did just before.
I mean, that's the biggest bunny hop I've seen in Rookies Cup in some years. So
Get in behind me. Let's just see whether Hakim Dinesh follows the script and gets in
with a podium to finish off the year at all, but he was certainly very... we'll have to... I'm sure Red Bull will sort out a video of that and do the little measurement of how far off the ground he actually went.
Side gets in behind him as they go after Veda Pratama, and Ariarte is
very close. He looks to be starting his season with an absolute corker though.
Yeah, and talking to him,
incredible.
He clearly doesn't have half a second up his sleeve or anything like that, does he? They're all these guys closing down. It's a 10 bike length lead. It's back to about 2 now.
Yeah, exactly that. Well,
after qualifying, he wasn't happy. He made the mistake. He missed the end of qualifying. guys have shown one way or another that they're very much on the limit.
And actually, as intelligent as Brian is, the action behind, we're not seeing too much of it at the moment, but it really is all action down to about.
But he said, look, I'm just going to look over things, I'm going to talk to the technical staff, I'm going to review my race.
Is he any more or less intelligent than, Veda Pratama and Hakim Danish in terms of his racecraft? 11th place, 12th place, even 13th place, I think, actually, with Mitani and Plonk there. Because Christian Daniel
From last year, I'm going to work off the experience I got from last year, see if I can. Oh, and a nasty moment there.
I think this lot are all pretty level, to be honest. They're pretty smart, crafty lads already. Cross the line in 6th position. He's now been pushed all the way back to 11th.
So whoever it was behind Veda Pratama, but that's given Veda a bit of breathing space. That's right, and I think the great thing is Hakim has learnt so much. He was self-critical.
It's all action behind. I've got to say, actually, TV Direction are listening in. I'd definitely like to get a look. Got to give a shout out to Beñat Fernandez, the number 7. He's up there into 5th now in this leading group.
In year 1 and year 2, he knew he made mistakes, and he did do that. He learnt things the hard way, but
positions 4 down to 13, I reckon, because this is all very interesting. Superb stuff from him. I was looking through his results for the European Talent Cup last year, and I wouldn't say
he has, stashed that 2 years of experience away in that head of his.
But it's a bit follow the leader. Clearly, the big chunks being taken out of these KTM productions set the world alight. But Peter, that's what this series is all about. Equal machinery.
And looks like he's making good use of it.
Down the back straight, machines is happening behind this leading trio.
Yeah, that's right. So we've still got Veda Pratama leading, but
it's about talent and how well you can work the motorcycle underneath you. And Fernandez in this replay. This was Danish where he overtook Pratama for the lead, and just
they're lapping now at the 140, low 149s, but Hakim's pole time was
doing superb.
He is, and he's battling with Carter Thompson, as I say, he didn't, he was far.
Oh wow, and he makes him sit up a little bit as well, very nice. Just sending a bit of
148.2 over, a second quicker than they're now going. That's his first pre-practice session. He made a mess of qualifying as well, but obviously got things sorted.
A message there. Go on, Hakim.
Right, and here we are again down the back straight again. It's still Hakim.
Well then, we've also got the number 77 of Martinez there. Here we are.
So now, because he's battling with the number 7 of Beñat Fernandez.
Mitani.
The inside, but it's now Ariate that comes up the inside of Veda Pratama into 2nd place.
This is that battle for 4th. Brilliant. Look at this. I mean, Carter Thompson leads them. You've got Fernandez, number 34, Asia Talent Cup champion, started 23rd on the grid. He is up into 3rd.
Lap and a half remaining now. Let's see who's got, if anybody's got a little bit up their sleeve, this is the time to
behind them. Morelli there, Pugliese, the old sparring partners for the European Talent Cup, now in the junior team now, so he's a real big beneficiary. Beñat Fernandez falls way back down the order.